I love Nappa sounds better in Team 4-Star too. I don't know. Have you guys seen Team 4-Star do Hellsing OVA?
Oh yeah, that was awesome too.
I check my YouTube every day for the next episode because I know there's one coming.
I have a different website where I get it. That's why I get it ahead.
Oh my god, I love that show. Just because I'm watching, I'm still waiting for the next episode of the OVA to come out.
I doubt it will. Same.
Yeah, well, they've been postponing it like every month. It was supposed to come out like July 11th or something.
Hey, Jedi, you want me to like bleep out all your curse words?
Okay, you can do that.
I think you better remove my handicap statement too.
Okay, fine.
It may have been perfectly useful in this debate, but I don't think it would work though.
Wait, since you're gonna bleep me anyway,
you just say it like that.
No,
he deserves subtitles here just to try and interpret what he's actually saying.
Just like
his use alternative words for actually what he's saying.
Like,
it's hilarious.
Because I just think it'd be funny if like there was just like that was a long beep right there.
Yeah, I would have put that.
Well, this is for the fun of it. Just put every second word he says a bleep.
You can't do that. I mean, that's false representation, sir. I will sue your ass.
Sue for a YouTube video. That would be a first.
It'd be the first for something this weird.
Wow, we got sidetracked again.
You can't compare false representation to that girl who threw puppies in the river. Okay, you can't do that. YouTube.
How do we get what?
YouTube. Yeah, there was this girl on YouTube who was throwing puppies into a river, and like 4chan found her who she was, and they got her arrested. I'm dead serious. I watched a Funny Junk for like weeks while that developed.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a funny junk. Yeah, I admit this. Okay. Okay.
Let's get back on topic. Okay. Let's get back on topic here. Besides voice acting and the touch-ups, what else was there?
Oh, you know what? I think we should discuss the combat. Because really that's what Dragon Ball Z is all about. I mean, you can't if we're gonna talk about we can't talk about story or storyline or continuity in Dragon Ball Z because the show is pretty retarded.
Oh, let's also remember length for the Kai to let me correction from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Z Kai because they cut out a good half of the series so far.
You can't count. Well, if you're talking about Dragon Ball Z, like the whole saga, you have to start from Dragon Ball and go up to GT. Because Kai is...
specifically from Raditz to Raditz, from that point on.
Oh, Raditz to Raditz.
Because they cut out multiple scenes from the DBZ series. They cut out whole segments of episodes from DBZ and just put it as almost like a clipping to make it all together in a Kai episode. And I'm not even going to discuss censorship yet from Z to Kai. Because
you know what? I'm thinking. Actually, before we touch combat, I think what's been and everybody's been, well, if anybody other than Call Hogs are watching this, they want to hear us talk about the theme song.
Oh, that's not even a question. Kai has a better theme song.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, except that that one white guy got a hold of it for the English dub. I like the Vic ones. The Vic guy's original dub for the song for DBZ Kai over that one douche.
I don't like the Android season. Like they changed the intro. Like they didn't change the. I don't think they changed the lyrics much, but they changed like the picture like for the Android arc. But I didn't like what they did with like the picturing because I just thought the scenes that they showed looked better because what's funny is that even though they're trying to illustrate how like Goku's a badass in the intro, he gets his ass kicked in every frame of that intro. There's not one scene where he's like looking all like strong and like competitive. There's a shot of him being Super Saiyan, but he hasn't hit anything. And they actually show the scene when Vegeta clocks him right in the face.
Oh, I mean the original Dragon Soul opening.
Yeah,
the newer one.
No, the one like the older one. Like they just show Vegeta like punch him square in the jaw, and that's like supposed to, and like how does it show that your hero is is like competent.
Well, again, let's remember the Rocky Balboa series in this case. They always, all his trailers showed him being a badass woman. They can get his ass handed. Almost every movie is basically Dragon Ball Z in real life. It's, I get beat up, I work out, I win.
Yeah, it's true. Well, everyone knows that. Well, you know what? There's not a whole lot of fights that Goku's ever won without somebody else helping him.
Yeah.
Even if, and you know what also just hit me? I thought about this yesterday. Like, you know how like in the show, you know, Gohan pretty much abandoned all of his schoolwork to like become stronger and like do everything and like you know, be, like,
which part of the series?
In any part of this, like when he first started, like he like dropped everything so that way he could be a strong fighter. And apparently, being a strong fighter in Dragon Ball Z, if you're not a Saiyan or Goku, you basically just pull up a lawn chair and just watch because they don't do shit.
That's kind of what happened after the Saiyan saga, because by that point, unless you're an alien or a Saiyan, you are useless.
Really
in that series by that point.
Really are. I watched an episode last night where Tien was fighting Cell. I was like, really?
What are you gonna do?
I was like, really?
You couldn't even hurt Nappa. What are you gonna do?
Tien couldn't scrape Nappa's paint job on his armor.
With his life-draining his super attack, and yet he thinks he can take Cell? So what hooks me is he actually held him back for a little while, which confused me very much. So I was like, let me get this straight. You can go full power, kill yourself in doing so, and not even scratch Nappa. Maybe he basically says the equivalent of, bitch, please. But you can hold that Cell with no effort. It's like, okay, I'm done. Bye. Like, he was like, you know, I'm done fighting you. Good day, Cell. Really?
Just for something amusing here.
What?
It's about the voice actor for Goku. First, the voice actor from the original series is female, Barbara Goodson.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously.
What? Are you fucking...
Are you serious? Oh
for
my
the
God.
ocean dub, it was.
And
you know that?
Actually, you're going to love this one even better. The second one from Kai is a Stephanie Nodolany.
Oh my God.
Another female voice actor.
Wait, no, I saw like a thing on like Nickelodeon, well the Nickelodeon, the Nicktoons channel where they play Kai, and no, they had a guy who was, they showed that the voice was a dude.
He needs to build up an image.
It's on their website.
Oh, maybe I should also correct. For the Dragon Soul opening for Kai, which I do love more than Dragon or whatever the hell it was called, it was made by Mick Mignogna. That was his name. He's the guy like Mignogna, not the other crappy guy saying it.
You know what? I think I will stand up for the original Dragon Ball song because that song had balls. You know, there wasn't much to it, but you know, that song was catchy as hell. And I'm not saying that the Kai one isn't catchy. That song gets stuck in your head all day.
I have that as my ringtone. The Dragon Soul one.
That just like it's so like hardcore. It just like and there's like dudes like fighting, like shooting like energy at each other, and I just think it's awesome. But when I first heard the Kai one, I hated it. I was like, when I heard the Kai one, I kind of related it to how music today is like that crappy like you know new age rock crap. That,
Well, have you heard the whole thing? Not just like the opening song with the because for Vic Mignogna, they actually use the calmer portions of that song with his version of the opening, whereas with that crappy guy Justin Cook or whatever his name is. They just went straight to him yelling whatever the hell it was. What was it, don't stop, or something like that? I don't know. I have the Japanese version for my ringtone, so it's donka.
Well, I don't know. It's just like when I first heard it, I just like thought they were just doing that thing that Nickelodeon does these days, and it just has like zero effort, like just work done into everything that they do, like you know, like the reality of it, but. Like I heard it a couple more times, and I thought, you know what? All right, it's decent. It grew on me, and I like it now. I think it's great. What else? All right, no, I think we should. Shit, I just like smacked my microphone. I can't do anything like talk to people without like occupying my eyes. I'm playing with a pen.
I'm reading through Wikipedia.
I'm holding a broken pen, and I'm just like kind of, it's like the edges are a little cracked out. I'm just squeezing the crack. I'm just squeezing a crack, and it makes like a crackly noise under my hand. I'm like a child. Okay, okay, let's move on to combat.
Didn't we just
I think
do
we
that?
did, didn't we?
No,
Well,
no.
yeah, but with censorship, that's I think would be the main one. Because combat, it's realistically the same thing, except they did minor CGI touch-ups in Kai from the original for all the epic scenes between Goku and Vegeta with the Kamehameha and Gallic Gun to all the attacks for the series. All they did was touch it up with CGI effort to help make it look more spectacular and, well, if you ask me, out of place for the rest of the series.
I never really saw much CGI in it. I don't know. Maybe my eyes just aren't don't have a high enough frame rate to see that CGI going on.
Well, it might not be intentionally a CGI effect, but they remastered, if you ask me, or redid those portions of the graphicing for all those massive attacks to make them look better, more out of place. Well, if you ask me, it looked out of place, even though it did catch your attention a lot more.
Yeah. I hate anime that does that. But mainly just in scenes where it doesn't really help anything. It's just I don't know, they couldn't find somebody who could draw a gate opening, or just I think Hellsing is a good example of that. If not, I don't think it happens as much in the original, but in the OVA, yeah, there are moments where they just have random CGI and it just looks weird. And I think we should find somebody else who knows as much about Hellsing as I do to have another debate about anime.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Already.
Another time, another place. I've seen all of OVA and Hellsing, whereas I am not a loyal Dragon Ball Z fan, mainly because I don't have 1,000 hours to dedicate to watching two muscle-bound guys fight.
I better not say anything there.
Fight for 10 minutes, then sit in silence for an hour and a half. just
Look
stand.
at the stockpile DBZ series.
They just stand in midair for an hour and a half, and then one guy starts laughing at him, What do you laugh? What do you laugh?
Dragon Ball Z battle scene. 4 episodes, nothing happens. Then 1 episode, it actually happens.
It's charging, and then 1 episode actually has
End of episode. Will Goku finally use his Kamehameha? Find out next time. And then we come back. And then we come back on Master Roshi, and he's just talking to Krillin, did you feel that, Krillin? you bet, Master Roshi. And then they show Goku again. Ah! And then he finally goes, ah! And then he throws it, and then I don't know if Vegeta or Cell or whoever the hell he's fighting, they just swat it away like a fly.
That entirely worthless.
That was 6 episodes wasted.
And what are they doing while he's charging this thing?
Oh, you know what?
He's just sitting there watching.
You know how predictable the show is? You can tell when an attack's not gonna work when they just stand perfectly still and take it. I don't know. I don't care who you are. If a giant ball of energy is moving towards me, I don't care how strong I am. I'm gonna step out of that way because I'm not gonna. I don't think I can predict how powerful it is. I don't have that much confidence.
Or if you're great, you can just use your fist and punch it back at them.
Right.
Which he did in our game.
Well, Frieza does that more than anybody else. Frieza takes so many hits and nothing happens.
Oh, he's fucking insane and he's a midget. They have to make him do something. He has Napoleonic syndrome. He has to make himself look bigger in some way.
I think it's actually kind of funny how they talked about for 3 episodes how King Cold was so much stronger than Frieza and basically could bend over the universe and rape it. And then Trunks comes out and he messes up Frieza, and then I'm censoring myself now. I said messes up. Moving on. All right, and then
Well, thanks for giving me less work.
He steps foot on ground, and King Cold's oh please spare me. Well,
he's trying to make him join his side. Yeah, you killed my son. Want to join me in his place? Boom, you're gone.
You can join me. I will give you a universe, and you will have all the cake you can want. You can have all the